Hello and welcome back to Exclusivity TV. Or for those of you that's the first time joining, welcome to Exclusivity TV. I'm Sivi, hence the Exclusivity TV. And here I discuss all things football. Now today, we've had some phenomenal Champions League games. So it's only right to talk on them. Now, I'm not going to get into the specifics of the games because that's not what I want to focus on today. What I want to focus on today is playing your game. Now, before I get into that, if you guys could just please press that subscribe button. If you could like, I'd much appreciate that. Yeah. But as I was saying, play your game. Now, before I get into that, I have to give you some background so you understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. For me, as somebody that's played football, if you ask me what's the one competition you want to, what's the biggest competition to you? World Cup, Euros, Copa de America, African Cup of Nations, I'll choose Champions League any day of the week. For me, Champions League is the top because I feel like with international football, yes, it's the best players within a country, but you're still limited to a country. Whereas I feel like with club football, you can buy players, you can mix and match. I feel like, for example, with countries like a flavour. Let's say one country's like vanilla, another country's like banana, raspberry, chocolate. But when you get different nationalities, they play in different ways. Everyone knows that Spanish footballers, for example, they like the pass and stuff. So when you mix and match those, that's when you get the best flavour because it's infused. It's infused with different flavours. And that's why for me, Champions League is elite. It's the creme de la creme. Now, I say all of that to say this. In order to be in the Champions League or to be worthy of the Champions League, you must be at a certain level base as a team. You must have qualified either at least in the top 4, top 3, depending on the country, or top 2, or maybe top 1. Or maybe you have to go through complete qualifying stages all the way from the beginning, regardless of when you're league. But my point is, you have to be the best. Yeah, or one of the best. And in order to be the best, I'm going to assume you have to have a style of football. You have to have a brand because that's what's got you there. You didn't just, just boot the ball and just hope for the best. You have a system you play, whether it's you play through the wide players, deep crosses, whatever. Your Liverpool, your rock and roll football. You have a style of play. Now I say that to say this, my point. Play your game. Play your game. Not somebody else's game. Play your game. Barcelona, Man City. What were they doing? And it was literally like when I watched the games, it was like deja vu. Now, I'm a Messi fan in it. Ronaldo will always have my respect. If you ask me who's better, Messi or Ronaldo, I'll say both because I feel like if I say one, it's an insult to the other. So for me, both of them. And they're on their own planet anyway, so that's not even a discussion. But it hurt me. Watching Uncle Messi lose, it hurt me. It was paining me. Goals are just getting bang. Every nail was just another nail in the coffin. It was terrible. But my point being, the moment I saw the lineup and the formation, I said, what's going on here? Suarez and Messi up top, and Messi's one of them. We already know he's not going to run nowhere. He's not the same 18-year-old that was running and gunning, replicating Maradona goals. He's not that guy no more, yeah? Number one. So it's basically Suarez alone. And Suarez ain't the same guy either. Suarez can't run. Yes, give him a chance and he'll definitely score, as we saw. But he can't run. He's not going to be that same threat where he's going to be rolling the shoulder. And on top of that, if you're playing big up front basically on your own, it's a different story, Now, saying that, they also played Sergio Roberto in midfield. Sergio Roberto barely, for me, is a good defender, or at least at the caliber of Barcelona. Let alone a midfielder. I don't think I recalled him touching the ball. But again, the point being, they changed their game. Why? Okay, so we're going to argue the fear. Because, again, this is what Pep said as well. When they asked him at the end, they said, why do you think it was down to you change your system? And he said, oh, no, because we had to protect our weaknesses. City as well played 2 up top. Sterling and Gabriel are cool. They played 5 at the back. What? You lot are petrified. You got to this level because you're Man City. You play football. You're Barca. You play football. You're playing Leon, and no respect to Leon, because even when people were saying Farmers League, I don't know where they got that from. No respect to Leon, but my thing is this, yeah? You have a style of play, you have your threats. They have their style of play, they have their threats. It's almost like a a chess match and you go, you know what? My style versus your style, let's see what happens. It's not to disrespect Leon and say, oh, City should have walked them. No. But City should have approached the game as City, as Man City. We play 3 up front, 3 attackers. Deal with it. Let's see what you got. But instead they went, oh no, Leon got some threats we know, so we're going to play 5 at the back. Now, granted, of course, there was chances for City to still tie the game. And obviously people will say the obvious chance of Sterling, which for me personally, yeah, he should have scored. He definitely should have scored. I'm not going to take that away. But I think there's a problem if you're putting all your hopes and dreams in one chance. That means you're not playing good football. You're not creating enough chances. All your hopes and dreams in one chance of a player. What was you doing for the other 89 minutes? What was you doing? That it had to be that situation. So again, Sterling definitely should have scored, but it wasn't good enough from City. But it goes back to playing your game. You don't play your game, that's what it's going to cost you. What do we know Barcelona? And Man City and Barcelona is coincidental, and that's why I said it's like deja vu, because they both play like passing football, moving the ball, you know. What was they doing? In the game, what was they doing? The game ended with Barcelona. I think they had like 50-50 possession. When do you see that? When do you see that? What are they trying to do now? They're trying to play a different brand of football, and that's why they lost. That's why they lost. That's why they lost. You're the elite of the elite. That means you have a style of play. Stick to it. Play it. Play it. Whatever happens, happens. But play it. You can't change. You can't start trying to be like, do you know what? I know I'm not the quickest, but I'm going to try and play like Ronaldo today. Chill. You're a keeper. Stay there. You know, it's like that as well. It's like just, that's what you're good at. Do that. And if you lose that way, at least you lose trying to do the thing that you do best. But no, they tried to do other things that didn't work. Play your game. Champions League is elite football. Yeah, it's cutthroat. If you don't play your system, you won't win. It's like Liverpool tomorrow if they start playing defensive. What are they going to achieve? Nothing. Sorry, I know it was a bit of a rant, but I just had to make it clear. Play your game, and this is as well for like young players. If there's a way you play, yeah, a certain way you approach the game. Yes, we may need to tweak something sometimes if it's not going your way, but don't be fearful. It's about bravery, and that's what elite football is. It's about being brave. You can't be scared to play. That's the difference. That's literally, they say like, let's say from like the top 10 upwards, all the clubs have got money. What's separating them? What is actually separating them? They've got the same facilities. Some of the lower clubs have even got better facilities. What's separating them? Because we can't just keep saying money, money, money. It's not just money. It's a difference in the attitude towards the game, the bravery. Even like we saw Juventus, Sarri got knocked out of the Champions League, fired him. Won the league though, they don't care. The standard that they have, that's not acceptable. Especially in the quarterfinal, that's not acceptable. They're like, this is our standard. This is what we want. And that's the higher team, the standard they have, losing games. Barcelona, if you look on like their objective sheet, nowhere did they go and they're like, yeah, we're going to draw this. It's okay. We're going to go here and get a draw. It's just W's. And if they're not achieving that, it's not good enough. That's elite football. The standards is different. And that's why I respect Bayern and shout out to them, because they kept their foot in Barcelona's neck. There's like, what? 6-2? Or yeah, 6. No, we're not done. 7. No, we're not done. 8. No, we're not done. And that's how it should be. Ruthless. They made a statement. They said, you know what? We're going to show you we're here now. We are present. But that was it from me, guys. Yeah? Just wanted to get that off my chest. Play your game. I've said it like 20 times. Play your game. Stick to it. But let me know what you think. What do you think was Barcelona and Man City's downfall? Are we all going to put our hopes and dreams in Sterling that he should have scored a chance, which he should have, by the way? You know? Is that what we're going to base it on? You tell me. But let me know in the comments. And again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And we go again. Plenty more to come.